Pennsylvania accent down.
They do?
How dare
done.
you?
Wait,
It's done.
I thought they had a good one in the pit when I heard them say "motherfucker," and I was like, "There's that hardy R that I'm looking for."
Hardy R.
Hardy
All
R.
right. No,
Hey,
no
yo.
talking about hard R's on the podcast.
That's crazy.
That's how you know that.
That is fucking
what's
crazy
her
work.
face? Sabrina Carpenter is from Pittsburgh. She's from
Mhm.
Pennsylvania because when she says "motherfucker," she says it with the Pennsylvania accent.
What the
Wait,
fuck
white
is happening
chocolate's
right
from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure she's from Pittsburgh.
I fucking
Hey,
love
Noah.
white chocolate. Yeah.
Have you have you
What?
seen her SNL thing?
You're live.
I
yeah.
have not
I've seen
her
everything
SNL.
Sabrina Carpenter does, bro. Like, listen, the flag's going up next to Nikki's at Christmas, okay? Yeah,
Hey,
like
Grumpy.
tickets for the tour. I'm not even
Hi,
playing.
Grumpy.
Hey, Grumpy. No, we're live.
But
Uh-huh.
it's Monday night, motherfuckers, and you are live and in living color from the bowels of the Degenerates basement at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, or a few minutes after, because that's the only time zone that is real and or matters. Welcome to the Degenerates with Dice Monday Night RPG podcast. Look at me doing a thing.
Hooray.
Can we go back to talking about Sabrina Carpenter now?
No.
Yes, please.
If we do, Noah's not allowed to stand up.
Wash my hands. That was crazy, Jim.
I gotta
All
clip
right,
that. I gotta clip that. All.
I'm on
Please
it
don't.
today. I'm on it today.
Please don't.
Yeah, you
Crazy
are on
work
it
right
today.
now.
Oh, fuck. How are we doing, boys and girls? Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Hi.
Pretty good?
Good.
We're doing horror stories today. We're gonna catch up on a bunch that we have
What'd you
been
call me?
missing out on. Horror stories.
Horror.
Yeah,
Horror.
why are you calling
Sorry.
the stores up in here?
There's some
Oh,
bull-
I actually have that.
There's some horrors. There's some horrors in this house.
horrors.
So for you guys, I put them in the private chat. So if you look at the private chat, we got links.
Private chat.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, if you look on the right.
Oh, we have a private chat. I forget.
Love
Yeah,
it.
in our secret chat. Because
Normally, the only
I'm,
private chat I'm privy to
usually
is me and
not
Kristen's private chat.
Hey.
because I'm tired and didn't have time to look for Reddit stories today. So
It
we're
is
I don't see the links.
okay.
To the
We're
chat.
doing
That's
the
fun.
ultimate.
Oh.
We're doing the
No, the private
ultimate
chat on StreamYard.
compilation.
She just put Tess and it didn't. I
Prove
saw
your
Tess.
humanity. That's me.
Do you see him, Kristen, in the
I
private
see
chat?
him. I see him.
I see him.
Okay. Are
So
we doing gaming wins?
Let's
Yeah.
do gaming wins.
Okay, let's do gaming wins.
I have one.
Okay.
Well, then you can go.
I went to a puzzle and guzzle night on Friday.
What?
Ooh.
A
Wrong
puzzle
Hey, yo.
and guzzle
Wrong
night on
podcast.
Friday.
Brother.
Brother,
Okay. So the
What's
way
that?
Okay. Let me
what's that,
explain.
brother?
Wrong podcast, my darling.
Okay. So a puzzle and shut the fuck up. So
They knew what they were doing.
I can't. So a puzzle and guzzle night is where I went. It was based from my work. And so like we went to this bar
Where do you?
where
Nope.
that
Nope.
one of my coworkers, her sister owns, and they call it puzzle and guzzle. So where you put together a puzzle and then you guzzle down beer. So
Nope.
it's like a fun little thing.
Nope.
I had fun. It's the first time in weeks that I've gone out for funsies. I didn't drink because yes. It took me 9 times, yes. And so I didn't drink because I had an hour and a half ride home because I live an hour away from where I work. But I had fun and it was so enjoyable. I got paired up with one of my 4th grade teachers and her husband. They were very cute. You can tell that they don't do puzzles often because they were trying to fit pieces that definitely would never have gone in the area where they've been. And I do
Amateurs.
puzzles very
This is
frequently.
not okay to
That's
say.
suspicious.
And so like and so I had a lot of fun. It was very enjoyable. I just liked being out with people and not like coming home and crying myself to sleep on a Friday night.
Zoe, I'm proud of you that you went out,
Yeah.
but I did ask ChatGPT to come up with a different name besides puzzle and puzzle.
It wasn't my choice to name it that.
There's sip and solve. There is think and drink. There's corks and clues.
I
There's
did not come up with the name.
All of those are better. All
You
of them
are-
are better.
Hey,
the
it's
wrong
memorable,
person.
and that's what matters.
tug and challenge. There's a ton. There's a
You are
ton.
Yeah, there's
wrong
options.
person. I was not in charge of the naming of it, or I would have been. Puzzle and guzzle has a different connotation, my guys.
So basically, it looks like Zoe is joining me, Joe, and Kristen on the OnlyFans podcast.
Hey.
Brought to you. But hey, well, Degenerates is nice. Patreon, OnlyFans podcast.
Is she trying to be a PR by saying guzzle as many times as she has, or
I don't know.
No,
Oh,
leave me
fuck
alone.
me.
Hey, we can be sponsored by that pub.
All
I
right.
am
I'm
just
proud of you. I'm so
trying
happy
my
that
best.
Now that Zoe has created a new inside joke.
That's it. I'm never going to
Hashtag
talk
puzzle and
about
guzzle.
it ever again.
Don't ever say guzzle. Just don't say that.
Hilarious.
Ever again.
It's not a good verb. It's not a good verb. We don't use that
One
anymore.
night, Optic isn't here to yell at my ass.
how did you think we were going to react when you said that?
Honestly, I think you guys would have just been like, "Oh, what's that?"
Nope.
No, why would we do that? Why?
Do you
That's
know
not like
you
serious
share a podcast?
We are a den of raccoons.
You know, but I feel
Like we
GPT
will
like
tear you apart.
I like what ChatGPT calls. I am funly and positively a ray of sunshine.
We have very different chat.
GPT likes me now.
So who's up next? I can go. I have a few.
Go,
What
I
Joe.
have a
puzzle
few.
did you go to, Joe?
I did not go to one.
There's
I
somebody I'd like to puzzle and guzzle.
And
Wow,
her name
now
is
I'm thrown off.
Lonnie.
Okay. So I played Rifts. That was fun. I
Ooh.
got my players to make a deal with the demon, and then they broke
Hell
said
yeah.
deal with the demon, and so now they have to deal with the consequences of that. It's fantastic. They're
trying to find out demon style.
yeah. So it's they fucked up, and it's great. I love it.
Style different
We
than
also played
style.
AD&D yesterday. We played AD&D yesterday, and that was fun. We killed some cannibals. It was a blast. Also, the Fallout announcement is a couple days. I'm super excited. I want to see what we get for Fallout. Hopefully, it's just Fallout 3 remastered because I love Fallout 3, and I want
Could be
you all to.
Oblivion. Or not Oblivion. New Vegas.
I would love to see New Vegas remastered as well. Either one
20th
is fine with
anniversary.
me. Yeah, either one is fine with me. And then also Wolfenstein 3. Wolfenstein posted the new update photo. And it's Wolfenstein 3 logo.
It
I
is.
am
Don't
super
play with
excited.
me. Don't play.
Yeah, it's
Excited.
so hopefully we're getting a Wolfenstein 3 within the next year,
I love
which
you.
we've been waiting for forever for that. So
Kristen, did our paladins bring us dinner? at the
yes,
same
I
time?
did. So I actually posted that in our group chat about the
Aw.
New Vegas campaign for 2D20.
I did. Yep.
Oh hell,
Yeah.
I'll run that.
You can also do California, so that you can do the Fallout 1 and 2 style campaigns with that book as well. Just pretty cool.
BRB need barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
All right, so that's all my wins. Mostly Wolfenstein 2. 3, I mean, I'm really excited for that. I
Oh,
need
yeah.
a good video game. There really hasn't been a lot of good video games in a while, so I just kind of
Such a
need it.
good series too,
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
especially in these times.
Yeah, very poignant, I guess. Is the
Grumpy,
word.
I'll play. Seriously,
yeah.
I'll play.
Gaming win for me is that I finally got to chat with the Ghoul in Fallout 76 on the PTS.
Oh yeah.
Oh, very fun.
So I got
Did you
to do-
romance him?
I don't think that's an option.
That can't be an
No,
option.
no,
There's
no,
so
you're
many
talking to
tells you
Jen, not Zoe.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
I don't
He
know.
pretty much
I've never
tells you-
seen what a ghoul.
All y'all look
looks
alike to
like.
me.
Hold
Hey,
on.
yo!
Hold on. Ghoul in Fallout.
So
What's
it
the-
looks
What's the game?
Deadpool
Oh.
without a nose.
You
Like
didn't watch the
Deadpool
TV
is-
show?
No.
Like you gotta at least watch the Fallout TV show to get
Oh,
like,
wait.
caught up with
Hold
us.
on.
Like
Ew.
you gotta play
That
Fallout
was
4.
it.
No.
Okay. No.
Oh, Optics here.
It's not based on looks. Not based on looks. Vibe.
I think you missed the whole
Yeah,
first part of this.
yeah. It's Walton Goggins being Walton Goggins, which he's great at.
Hold up, it's Walton Goggins? Okay,
Yes.
this
Jesus
changes
Christ.
things.
Yeah. It's Walton Goggins.
Okay.
It's
Zoe
Baby
says,
Billy.
Cold.
Baby Billy.
Yes, I need bitch. I need for you to do your fucking
Fucking
job.
job. I'm not
You
asking
know,
for the
over
world here.
the
I'm just
box.
asking for an 8-ball and $10 million.
You're like Indiana Jones. Sorry. Every time I think of Walton Goggins, I go into Baby Billy. He's just like the most quotable character ever. I'm sorry.
Also, The Shield. Incredible in The Shield. If you have
Yeah.
not seen The Shield, fucking watch it. It's incredible. And his little 6-episode run as the what was it? As the cross-dressing trans
What?
Oh, and Sons of
Dude,
Anarchy.
in Sons of Anarchy.
I didn't really like Sons of Anarchy that much.
Phenomenal.
Wait, are you talking?
So Jen, let's get back to Jen because
Yep.
it was her gaming win.
And
Sorry.
explored the rest of Burning Springs for the new area. So I got to participate in a couple of the
Very
new
cool.
events that I hadn't
How
done
is it?
before. It's good. It's
Is it?
good. I was exploring the map yesterday and got the classic Fallout, you can't go that way. So I was like, all right, just following that fence line.
Yeah.
And it's good. I've only died once in the new area, and that wasn't that bad. So, and my character's level 850 something.
Yeah, your character's pretty high up there.
But when I play, I have two characters. So I have one who has full health build and one who has a low health build, and I only play the PTS with my full health build.
Gotcha.
That gives me a way to. So she doesn't level up as fast because her intelligence is not as high, but
Same.
it's still pretty.
I have an intelligence of 6. I know what I'm doing.
Jen's playing a paladin.
Playing paladin. Okay, I have played a paladin before, and it was when I first started WoW. And then I went to a warlock, and then I went to a hunter.
I think I've created a paladin in my mind that you guys would definitely approve of.
No.
No.
You don't know that until you try it, baby.
I heard of one on Pinterest. It was something about a.
I said that about Puerto
Paladin
Rican
and
girls one
bard
time, and I
mix.
was still pleasantly unsurprised.
Pleasantly unsurprised.
You found one on Pinterest, Jen?
Listen, it was fun,
did.
but I still
I
got
forget
stabbed.
what
You
it
know what I'm
was.
saying?
It was something along the lines of Paladin took an oath to something, but they could still bang, and that was Bard energy. I forget what it was. I will have
I
to.
mean, banging isn't bard energy. That's just part of being a human for most people.
Banging?
True, but we all know bards bang more than any other class.
Of course.
Goddamn right.
Of course. But
Unless you're the Druid Halson.
According to this one, that is true. According to this one guy on like TikTok, where he's like, this is my list about with D&D, and he said that the people that fuck around the most, other than bards, are rogues.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
tracks.
yeah, they steal
said-
shit. They're-
He said, "You can quote me on it. Rogues fuck more than bards."
No, they don't.
No.
No, they don't.
I
No.
was like, then he must be playing his rogues a very specific way.
Yeah, bards are literally a charisma build. Like they're.
Mm.
All right. Well,
Who's next?
he's wrong, but we'll have to move
I'll
on.
go.
All right, Natalie.
I have two. I finally made a recipe out of my Skyrim cookbook last week.
Ooh, what'd you make?
I forgot the name of it, but it was like the venison
Ooh.
tenderloin.
Ooh.
Phenomenal.
Those recipes are really good. They're really
was-
good.
It
Nice.
was so fucking good.
I had the
Ate it,
lamb
ate it.
chops. Oh my god, the lamb chops are good.
Yeah, because I've had like the Fallout cookbook before, and some of the shit in there is like you have to go to like 4 different stores
Yeah,
like
yeah,
very obscure shit. This one,
yeah,
I basically just had everything. My family hunts, so we had like
yeah,
venison already. But yeah,
yeah.
no, it was so freaking good. And then my other one, I'm just gonna start this off by saying, "Fuck you, Noah." Um,
Oh.
Damn.
Hey,
I
that's what happens.
That is.
I have become
Hey,
utterly
Kay.
obsessed with
Hi, Kay. Hi, cow. Sorry.
Stardew Valley.
Yay!
It has taken over my life. Fuck
Yay!
Stardew
You want to
Valley.
start a co-op farm?
I don't know if I'm there yet. I'm not really
I don't
great
think
at
you
it.
ask people that.
You don't have to be great at Stardew Valley to be in a co-op farm.
I know, but yeah, no, I've literally have been playing minimum like 5 to 6 hours a night.
Oh, living the dream.
I will say my husband made fun of me yesterday. He fell asleep on the couch while I was playing, woke up. He's like, "What the fuck are you playing?" I'm like, "Stardew Valley." He's like, "You have a $500 system. Why are you playing this 8-peg bullshit?"
Repeat after me. Mind your business.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
like, "Fuck
yes.
you."
Who cares
Yeah.
if it's like
It's-
the 8 pixels? Who cares?
This is
Yeah.
for your own sanity.
Yes.
Like you can
I'm
play
My
like,
whatever
obsession
you
has
want.
grown so bad that I have had to purchase it on my Switch so I can play during my downtime at work. And
literally.
when Courtney and I are watching wrestling after this podcast, I will be playing Stardew on my Switch. And any other time that we're watching something
my
on TV
God,
that
yeah.
not gaining or garnering my attention.
Yeah, no. So fuck
Straight
you, but
up.
also thank you for exposing me to Stardew Valley. It's
Straight
phenomenal.
up. I am so
First
sad
one's
I
free,
never
remember
like
the one's funny.
introduced Noah or you to it sooner because Stardew Valley heals something in you. I don't know what it is, but it
It's
just
just
does.
like such a vibe. Like I could just mellow out and not like really think, but like I can tend to my crops. I got my chickens and my cows. Like it's just
Yes.
so
As
fucking
long
Turn
as
the
you
music.
get home before 2
the
a.m.
music.
Oh yeah,
does
I have
slap.
Nat,
What?
I have
Hey,
not
Bam.
done that multiple times.
Nat,
What
turn the
universe
music
am I
off.
in?
Put sleep token on. I'm telling you.
What? No.
I
What
sent
universe
Noah.
am I
I,
in?
s- I sent a magic meme to our group a couple days ago, and Noah was not happy with
No,
it.
it was not happy.
The music
I
is
will
such
not
a-
tolerate sleep token slander.
Jesus Christ.
You mean
I'll post
sheep
it in the
token?
Discord.
Oh my God! Speaking of sleep token, completely side note. Sorry. A friend of mine said he went to a sleep token concert a couple weeks ago, and he said that sleep token is like Taylor Swift of rock. And I was supposed to tell you that.
Okay,
Wow.
That's
let
an
me
insult.
no, let me run this up. Okay, so for let's see. Kristen's probably going to be the only one that recognizes this, I think. Bitch, do you remember him?
I
Him?
remember him.
Him walked so Sleep Token could
Could
fucking run.
Powerpuff
I
Girls?
hated him. I
From
hated
Powerpuff
him.
Girls?
only
No,
him,
Zoe.
yeah.
No,
baby,
Zoe.
Oh.
Listen, if just get on Apple Music, Spotify,
Think
whichever
Bam
one you
Margera.
Don't
got.
listen to him. Don't
Look
listen
up
to him.
him,
Don't
Wings
listen
of
to
a
him.
Butterfly. It'll change your
listen to that
fucking
shit.
life. You'll see what
No.
me and Kristen were going through in 2004. It was a thing.
Wings of a
That music
butterfly
fucking
sting like a bee.
sucks.
She was like,
Speaking of
yeah.
that, whenever you're ready, can I go next? Sorry.
Go off, Queen.
Yeah, go
Okay,
off.
so speaking of that, in 2000 whatever's, Nine Inch Nails is on tour and coming to my close city
Awesome.
in March. So super fucking excited about that. Yeah, they're coming to Dallas on March
I
3rd.
remember I used to have to listen to
Do we
Closer,
go?
like quiet
Yes.
on my radio because, like, I didn't want my mom to hear it.
Yo, Pretty Hate Machine was the album of my high school. That was what got me through high school. So that explains a lot. And actually, up until the last 2 cars that I've had, every other car has had a Nine Inch Nails sticker on the front windshield above the rearview mirror. Every single one of them. So that explains a lot about me. Gaming wins. I have this Fallout Tarot deck,
Oh, oh,
and
I love
I
it.
have this one, Dungeons and Dragons Tarot deck.
Ooh.
Nice. I didn't know they had that. I knew about the Fallout one. I didn't know about the D&D one.
So that was my gaming wins. I had those 2. Hell yeah, Nine Inch Nails is the best. Although I will piss my friends off. Don't get me wrong. I love Nine Inch Nails like it is a part of my soul. Please do not get me wrong. But I have some people that are so into it, and I will call it Trent Reznor and his drum machine, and everyone gets very mad.
Well, you're not wrong.
It's kind of that. That's what it is. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
his thing. It's an industrial band. They're all just kind of.
But he writes with Halsey. Did you know that?
No.
I don't really fuck with Halsey that much.
Oh, by the way,
fucking love Halsey.
I'm gay for Halsey.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm gay for Halsey.
Me too.
I knew someone
Critical
who
Role
went to high
tarot
school
deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was scrolling through TikTok the other day and saw concert footage, and I was like, okay, I get it now.
Hold on. Can we rewind for just? Oh, I snapped you some concert footage. I snapped you some concert footage last semester.
Kay. I also love the Critical Role
Wait,
tarot.
can we rewind for just a second? Grumpy, what makes so much sense? Just want to know what he's talking about. That's
I
a
think
funny one.
I think
he's
it's when
talking
you were
about the
saying.
Nice
I think it's when you either that or it's when you were mentioning how Taylor Swift is the equivalent to the rock version of Sleep
That's
Token.
not.
No, was that too far back?
Oh, me and Nine Inch Nails for sure makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Taylor Swift's newest album is one of the most boring things ever created.
Not true. Not true. Taylor Swift's new album is for married millennials who like to fuck. Thank you very much. Okay.
No,
Me and Blondie love that shit.
No,
They're literally not.
garbage. It is
Literally
terrible. She is
Well,
a
we also
horrible
know that
songwriter.
Noah
on
is
her
not.
own.
Hold on.
Noah's not
Kay's a
normal.
huge Swiftie. We don't talk shit about Taylor Swift.
I talk shit about Taylor Swift.
I will never
all
talk
the
shit
fucking
about
time.
Taylor Swift,
She-
okay?
she is-
1989 is one of
she
the
is-
most peak fucking albums of our generation. I don't give a shit what any of
She
you
is
say.
a
And if you think
cancer on
otherwise,
music.
you need to get out of the fucking woods, okay?
No, she is a cancer on music.
Oh my
Just
God.
burn all of her shit and forget about her.
All right, Noah, what's your fucking gaming win?
Just send her to obscurity.
Oh man.
What's my gaming win? I fucked up again because not
What?
only am I obsessed with Stardew Valley, but I
Jesus
needed
Christ.
something to play that wasn't Stardew Valley because Nude was taking a sleepy, and we can't play our modded farm without the other one because then Noah advances time 3 years just by not cheating. And then he's like, what the fuck am I even playing for? So I had to find something new to play that would help the ADHD.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
Noah may or may not have put 17 and a half hours into Sims 4 in one day.
Hell yeah!
You Zoe pop up?
This is the best day on earth for
You
Zoe.
said, "Welcome to the Sim side."
I haven't got hit
I'm gonna clip
because-
that.
because
That was a wholesome clip.
because
That a
Blondie
wholesome
was
clip.
sitting there watching me, and then she saw the screen about the getting married thing, and she's like, "Oh, so you're just cheating on me in front of my face?" And I was like, "Oh God, here we go."
Do you know how much I tell Will about my Sims drama? And like he is sitting there, and sometimes he'll come up to me and he'll be like, so what happened with this family? I need to know what happened next in like the
Girl.
timeline." And he gets into it, man. He gets into it. I think my favorite thing about The Sims 4 specifically, even though there's a shit ton of problems, I tried to have us have like a whole conversation about the controversies for one of these things. So now that Noah's getting into it, I might like finally get you guys on board with it. But that you don't have to be a builder. You can just go in and download like already pre-built homes from the gallery and then not have to worry. And then you can cause a whole shit ton of chaos with mods. Like Noah, did you know that there's a murder mod?
Yes, Zoe, I'm deep into this already.
Okay, perfect, beautiful.
I'm here. We've got cheat engine going. We've got mod engine going. We're already here.
Okay, just making sure. I don't play with super.
He wants to make sure that you are well informed.
I don't play with super heavy mods. I just need enough mods to make it feel realistic, and then that's about it. And then some things to help with like gameplay. Like I used to have like, what was it? It was like Better Build mod, where like it organized the kits for you. And then once the game actually did that itself, I got rid of that mod. So like it's just for me, but like, oh my God, that makes my heart so happy.
Did you say organize the kinks for you or the kits?
No, the kits.
Got it.
So The Sims 4 specifically, this is the newest iteration for Sims. They found a way to make even more money by giving us like microtransactions in a way. Whereas they used
All
to
the
like
expansion packs.
with all the expansion packs, the stuff packs, the game packs. And now, yes, Wicked Whims for the win. I also agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But
I have
now,
no clue
like,
what's going on.
they charge you for $5 a pop for a basic kit that only has
Sorry, I
like
had to get more
at
chicken.
the most like 12 items in it, and people are getting pissed the fuck off because now there's almost the same amount of kits as there are stuff packs, and people are like, you could make so much more money if you just gave us more stuff packs. And there was
You
like,
obviously have not played Fallout 76. If
Right.
you
Okay,
played
but,
Fallout 3,
like,
you would not
this
worry
is
about
a game-
microtransactions at all.
This
I
is a
have
game
paid
that's been
way too
out
much money in that
since
game.
this is a game that's
I
been
gotta
out
have all the
since
stuff.
2014, and easily I have spent over $1,000 on this game series.
I thought it was older.
Oh, what
than
a
1,000.
rookie.
Bye.
No, the
Let me
Sims 4
introduce you to
has
GTA 5.
the Sims 4 came out in 2014. The Sims came out in 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when The Sims came out because that's how I spent my maternity leave with my first son. He would nap and I would zone out and play Sims.
The
So
Sims
yep,
was-
I picked up Sims 4. I need to stop. It's cutting into my Stardew time.
Hey,
Also,
it's okay. Like everyone else, you'll play.
Blondie learned how to make homemade ranch.
Ooh.
And it tastes like the Wingstop ranch. And
Oh, I love the Wingstop
Listen,
ranch.
man,
Ooh.
homemade ranch always tastes good.
it fucks.
That's
It,
why
Bam, that
it
tracks.
fucks.
when I used to eat
So-
ranch, I almost exclusively ate Red Robin ranch because it was
Any more gaming ones before we move on?
Let's do topics.
yeah.
I think the one was the DM fed a lich to a low level party. That was
Yes!
what we were gonna do.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I want to do the one about the X for
All
no reason specifically at all whatsoever.
right, I don't want to read all of this. I'm terrible at reading.
Okay, I'll read it. That's fine. No problemo, Daddy-o.
I'm terrible at reading out loud. I can read quickly in my head, but not out loud.
It's okay. I got you. Okay, so cheating DM fed a lich to a low-level party. The whole table quit. And this was from 9 months ago. This is in the
Fairly
D&D
recent.
horror story subreddit. I sent
Yep.
this story a while back to a tabletop RPG YouTuber who enjoyed it, and hopefully y'all do too. A couple of years back, my main circle of friends for more than a decade, 7 including me, were about 12 levels deep in a campaign that had been on the rocks for a while. This was our second campaign together. First was with a different master, the fighter in the story, and was run on a different weeknight immaculately. Intriguing conflict, intense planning, creative combat. We were really into it, and the jealousy from the DM was palpable. There had already been issues.
I've been there before.
There have already been issues in the past, several levels surrounding the DM's ego and willingness to bend the rules to serve only himself. But as the group of genuine best friends, we were willing to let most of it slide until this session. Long story short, DM had been gearing us up to fight a big bad evil guy from Fighter's backstory, a thug lord that had taken his daughter's captive in response to mercenary work done in the Fighter's past. BBEG had already tortured Fighter for several hours and killed Fighter's brother just a couple of sessions prior. We had scrounged up what we had thought was a suitable bargaining piece to avoid combat, but DM seemed pretty ready to rumble, so we got started. For context, BBEG was in the center of a courtyard surrounded by a wall topped with archers. Here are a few of the worst offenses. Number 1. Instead of letting Fighter hold combat with his own BBEG and help save his own children, DM began combat by cutting the Fighter's throat and killing him instantly. He had to sit out the full session length encounter and watch from the sidelines. Initiative was rolled.
I just
BBEG
threw up a
first.
little bit.
A surprise to literally no one. He's revealed to be the reskinned Lich with all the same properties and more HP. So he took the fighter stats and reskinned it as a Lich. Number 2. Auto stun the rogue, me, Admittedly, I had a high damage output, so it's at least understandable.
No, it's not.
Rogue then takes several arrows, gets Finger of Death, and is down and out in 1 round. I guess DM wanted the fight to be a particularly intense and decided to kill both the fighter and rogue instead of plan more complex combat. Number 3. On the monk's turn, she tries to scale the wall and start plucking off some archers. Totally normal monk activity for level 12, right?
Yeah,
Think again. DM has monk roll for it despite the ability being written into her class. She rolls really high, and the DM still says no. She does a pinch of unsatisfying damage and turn ends. Number 4. Ranger casts an area of effect damage spell. DM insists it's out of range and to hit most foes.
In a fucking courtyard?
It isn't, but oh well. Another unsatisfying turn. Number 5. Cleric, another past DM, casts Sanctuary on herself. BBEG tries to counterspell, but is out of range. We had to argue and measure several times over it. DM gives in, but is pissed, and he's up next. And number 6. BBEG makes a multi-attack on the barbarian, and the DM tries to include a pretty brutal spell. Fighter notices and messages DM covertly to remind him that no, multi-attacks do not include spells. DM reads the message quietly, then proclaims out loud as a response, I don't care what the rules say. BBEG casts the spell anyway. Yes, some baddies can in fact cast spells within a multi-attack, but not typically like this. By the end of a long and exhausting evening, we were all angry. 2 of us were dead, folks were crying, and we were nowhere near end of combat. DM claimed we finished combat next session and called it a night. Not only was there no session the following week, but after several long arguments with no budging from the DM, he pulled out of the friend group entirely and cut almost all ties. Edit.
Good.
Him down and told him we were quitting the game. Then he quit the group. But this story has a happy ending. Cut to a couple of years later, and we are now a few levels into our 3rd campaign together that is run by the cleric and couldn't be happier. Lots of complex dungeon design, strict respect to the rules, and a thrilling, challenging combat out the wazoo. We even picked up the cleric's brother as another player and have become a stronger group with each passing week.
Oh yeah.
It is not DM versus players ever.
Yeah.
So like just slitting the fighter's throat is like that be like number 1. That was insane. Like, why would you ever just kill a player without giving them the chance to
even
make some death saving throws or something?
Yeah.
Like not even allowing them.
I can see, but that's just malicious.
Like I would understand I would understand if those archers had like advantage because like it was like, oh, you're surprised, and then you get shot up a bunch with some arrows.
Yeah, if you get surprised, but it sounds like they knew what they were walking into, so they would never just walk directly into the courtyard.
Yes. That sounds weird as fuck.
I mean, but like just slitting the guy's throat is like that. I think that goes without saying. Don't ever do that. Like, just don't ever auto kill a player without them having any say on their character.
Yeah, like if they had planned it behind the scenes, like you guys have done in the past, like with stuff, like that's okay. But be like, you're dead. Sorry, get out.
Yeah.
Especially because this is like the fighter's like hero moment.
Yeah, it's his story, and he just like ripped it away
story.
because he's like jealous.
That's like if we killed Maddie on the Pridwen.
Yeah,
without even giving her a chance to fight.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think like definitely this DM was on the worst kind of power trip, and I think this DM knew that the campaign was going to end soon, so the DM was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to."
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. I think he thought he was going to get away with it, and he felt really good at the moment. But like at the expense of literally everyone else. Yeah. I don't think he has foresight enough to think that far ahead. He's obviously very immature, right? Like this is silly kid shit. I'm not sure how old these people are. But
I
like,
don't know. I would assume if they've known each other for years, for more than a decade, I would say latest they probably would have known each other is sometime in college.
yeah,
If they've
Yeah,
been
just-
friends for a long time, they all know
Yeah.
each other. I mean, I think I've talked about this before, where one of my first DMs was a pretty shit GM.
Yeah.
And he would have character moments happen for your character when you weren't in session. So
Oh,
like there have been times like the
I've
biggest
never done
like
that.
the biggest atrocity that was ever done to me as a player, and it was the last game that I played with them because I was like, I'm not doing this. I was like, you did this
Yeah.
to my character. I was not there. You could have done something else. And
it's the
sorry.
player's character. Like, let
Yes.
them just do their thing.
Like he had my character almost like this. I was a druid. I had 2 daughters. I just discovered that my daughters were alive when I thought they were dead for like 20 years. And then he kills one of them at the end of a combat. And I thought that
When you weren't there,
when I wasn't there. So
Oh.
like she gets bit with like this Yun tea poison. And then the next session we were going to focus on bringing her back of like, okay, like she just got bit. What do we do? And then the
Yeah.
next session it was going to be that I couldn't come. And I said, can you guys please do something else?
Yeah.
Like do anything else. I need to be there. And he was like, okay, I'll see what I can do. And then I log into our next session and he like just casually is like, okay, let's recap last session. And I'm expecting him to like explain like what happened the session before. And then he says, so Soleil died. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? And I was so pissed. And like, he was like, well, I'm not going to stop a campaign because one person can't like show up. And I'm like, I had to work. I can't help it. I had to work. I told you
Yeah.
guys that this was my schedule, that I can't meet on these days, and you guys decided to meet anyway. And so I think that's why I have DM trust issues, if I'm being quite
yeah,
honest.
I have DM trust issues too. I
I
have
think
a
that's
story like when my first 5e campaign, not my first D&D campaign, but my first 5e campaign, we had probably the worst dungeon master. He's done all of this shit that you've seen it here, plus 1,000 times other stuff,
Jesus.
including weird sexual shit with the players.
Ew.
But yeah, yeah, we have separated ties with that man. But I remember at one point, like we were playing and like we had to fight this demon baby thing. And so I just like stopped it, right? And then he looks at the paladins, he goes, that was his son. He said that was my character's son. And it's just like, do you want to do anything about that? He's trying to get the paladins to kill me. And they were like, no, he didn't know. And also, that's really fucking weird that you just like gave him a son and then made him fight it.
Give him a son that he doesn't know about. Epic
Yeah.
plot twist.
Yeah, it was just like, dude, that's just weird. And like, he
Yeah.
was trying to kill me off because I was already in malicious mode because he was like
Mhm.
bullying other players and all that shit. And so I was just like calling him out on everything at that point. So he kind of wanted me out of the campaign. And I was also running a game at the time, and I was a better GM than he was. And he got very kind of. Eventually, he like just had to quit. And like,
So,
yeah.
like, okay, my thing is they're getting to the end of this campaign, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Okay.
It doesn't really say if they were heading towards the end.
But
It
that's
was-
the idea.
Sounds like they're going for the big. I mean, they
sounds
call it the
like-
big bad evil guy, right?
If
So,
anything, it's like the end of like that arc or something.
Yeah.
So definitely an
Yeah.
end of something.
yeah.
So
Like
like,
the season finale, at least.
okay.
Yeah.
So like my because I tend to do long form campaigns, right?
I love
not,
it.
So do
not
I.
not the paid games, but like my friend group campaigns. We do
Yeah.
them in long form, and we, if this is going to be 3 years, then every 6 months is going to be chopped up into like a fucking season, right?
Mhm.
So the season finale of my first season of my campaign, I wiped the party.
But
On
did you let
purpose.
them roll dice?
Huh?
Did you let them roll dice and all that?
So we had combat, right? I told them he was bloodied when everybody was basically about to fucking die, right? I mean, this is like a 2.5 hour long combat. with role
Only
play
in 5e.
involved.
Only in 5e.
Right, but I'm saying like I designed it specifically that way because I wanted the big bad to get the upper hand so that I could use that later on.
Yeah.
Right.
So they could run away though. They could have ran away.
They could have ran away, but I mean, I know my players aren't gonna fucking run away. They're gonna keep swinging and rolling until their fucking eyes bleed.
Well, then
but,
I don't give a fuck what happens to them if they if they don't run away.
But I wiped them. Okay. End of the day, BBE walks away victorious, but fucked up.
Yeah.
And I said, "See you guys in 2 weeks. No questions." And then we came back, and the cleric had just enough in him to do cleric shit. You know what I'm saying? And one by one, they got to kind of get back up and see what they were really up against.
So you didn't kill the characters. You just knocked them out.
I knocked them all down. They're all at 0 hit points. End of session. I'm going to let you stew on this for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're coming back. I did not tell a single person, hey, roll a new character.
You can't do that. That's how panic attacks happen, though. You can't be doing that shit. Like,
well, at my table, it does work.
This table with us? No, don't do that.
I'm the only neurospicy. I'm the only neurospicy.
Don't do that to us.
But I'm saying,
like, you three ringleaders here saw what happened when y'all were killing off Saturday.
Yes.
And then me and Natalie and Zoe were going, no, everything that we could do, everything that we could possibly do to save this shithead that was.
Yeah, Joe, out yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Joe, out yourself.
But
hold on, going back to that though, Noah, how many conversations did we have, and Joe, about killing Saturday? How many days did we talk about this?
Yeah, and he wanted it. He wanted it.
Yeah,
and it was
we played it for a month.
Yeah,
but
what I'm saying is like.
That's completely different from this, though.
Right.
Oh,
I would
I know.
never, ever, ever do that to a player's character because people are fucking attached, except for Joe, are attached to their character.
Yeah. Exalted is, oh my God, it takes forever. That book is like 500 pages. I refuse to play that game.
My point is like, I have, because I know we have all been on here and being like, listen, depending on the game, right? I mean, if we're playing hardcore fucking, AD&D or fucking Rifts or some shit.
Yeah, like
or Rifts or
whatever
shit
goes.
where,
this is whatever happens. People die.
Right, but like if you're not
play.
Right, if you're not expecting your character to be in grave peril, you should probably have a conversation with your player if that's going to happen.
And that's
I
why
did this specifically for story generation and narrative further on down the line, so that when they do overcome the thing, it's a bigger accomplishment for them, and then it pushes them on to the person pulling that guy's fucking strings, and okay, now we got to deal with this. But I'm not. But I didn't just go
death, but like
talon swipe to the fucking throat and then just start murking characters for free. That's fucking insane.
I mean, like, so here's the thing. Like, there's a couple of things. Like, first of all, like Chris has said, like, I don't give a fuck about my characters. I find that when my characters die, it creates an interesting thing, even if it's just like a low level combat and they die. Because I almost got killed by a rad roach. Like, that's how bad my character build.
That was like our second session.
Yeah, and I didn't care. I was just like, I'm gonna fight this rad roach. It's like, you ever see like on Steam, there's like 3% that don't make it out of the vault.
Yeah,
it's just like they got killed by the rad roach, they rage quitted. It's just like that was going to be my character, but like it would have still created a cool story out of it, right? It would at least been funny. And so like I didn't care.
But my character in our Fallout table is a bodyguard for your character.
Yeah, you saved me more times than I could count.
Yeah. So it's always like, okay, how my character has the mindset of how do I keep this guy from killing himself?
So many
it's
times.
A full-time job.
Every day.
It's a full-time job.
He's been armless. He's been fingerless.
Covered in shit.
Covered in shit multiple times.
Dude, the whole like blessing thing with the shit, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in
But that's why you always say yes to your players.
Yeah.
You always
So-
say yes when they ask to do something like that.
Bamdolf, I did say no questions, but I also told them you don't need to come in here with new characters when we come back.
Oh, okay. So that's
at least
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
It was just
Pretty
it was
assuring, yeah.
I didn't know exactly where we were gonna kick back off, and so I was like, don't ask me, I don't want to fucking know. Let me do this. I got this, but
Yeah.
you don't need to roll a new character sheet. Trust me. And everybody was like, okay, got it, cool.
So
See-
number 2. Oh, sorry. You had something to say?
I was gonna say, but see, like, here's the thing, Noah. Like, you're a DM who's, I mean, I've never had the pleasure of being a player at one of your tables, but
But
like,
you played with them.
but I've played with you, and I can tell that you care. Whereas this DM was like stroking his ego
No.
dick.
Well, and that's like
Yeah.
that's like,
Yeah.
that's a,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
bridge of trust between the player and the DM too, because I know that all of you that have played on my tables trust me.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever I throw
Yeah.
at you, I have been careful with your characters. I've been careful with your
Because
feelings. I've been
that's-
careful with all those things.
That's not just a gaming thing. That's just like a friendship thing in general.
right.
It's like
That
there
DM
has
doesn't
to
feel like
be
he ever would
trust.
have. It's
Yeah,
just like,
like-
no players trusted
Like this
him.
this dude's life has to fucking suck.
Yeah,
You know
no.
what I mean? Like when I hear this, it's like the way he's reacting to things, like he's very fragile and he's jealous
Like the fact
and
that
he's
the
just
Lich
like
was
not
just-
trustworthy.
The fact that the Lich was just the fighter, but with Lich
Yeah.
stats.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like he obviously had a bone to pick and it was like he took it out in the game. And like Kay
Find your
even
fucking
said, like,
girlfriend or something?
I don't think this guy has a girlfriend. I mean, like, it wouldn't last very long if he did. Like,
Can't sit in mom's chair.
if he
Lucy.
did, then it's a girl that's a blow up doll.
Yeah, she can't.
yeah, or
sit in
it could be a
Blondie's chair
pick
'cause
me.
She's allergic.
It could be a
She-
pillow.
It
be
could
a
be a pick me
pillow.
girl. It could be a pick me girl. Like, they exist.
Could be a poster on the wall.
Yeah. It's a
Could be a
waifu.
broom with a wig on
But
it.
yeah, I mean, it just I don't know. I've got
got a picture.
bro. Are
Jesus
you
Christ.
good? Can I do my
Oh.
podcast? Thank
No,
you.
Vanessa.
if I feel like I'm railroading part of the campaign, what's the first thing that
Yeah.
I
Just
fucking roll
dice.
dice to
Yeah,
make sure that
yeah.
I'm not railroading your story.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, fuck it. Okay,
I
I feel like I'm guiding you in a direction that I don't need you to go in, like specifically. And I feel like I don't want to do that to you guys because that's your fucking story, not my story. So I'm gonna roll a die so that I make sure that I don't do that. And that this DM did exactly that.
So I think once again, like this goes back to, I think there should be, Daggerheart did this, okay? In the player's handbook, there are expectations for the GM in the player's handbook. And I think that that's important because the players need to know what, the boundaries are from the get-go. So a lot of times for their first campaign, they don't know.
Yeah.
And so like shitty shit happens, right? Like, and the DMG should have all this shit in there too. Like, don't do any of this. You know what I mean? But like, the player should know that this isn't normal, that this isn't right, and that trust is the most important thing, and it's your story. The game master just facilitates the shit, right? Like they just facilitate the shit.
Yeah, I mean, you want your players to have fun. That is the whole
Yeah,
thing.
and if you're not having fun,
then don't play. And it's
it's
just
a game.
So
Yeah.
like I think that so like I know that we've talked about like the what the fuck does Kristen call it? The player consent form?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So like
which
that's
is
not
a fabulous idea.
yeah, like
Yeah,
that's
it
not
works.
a bad idea for your GM either. Like
I mean, some games are including it with their documents and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
because it's
but,
just
like-
like just do it. It helps you out in the long run.
Yeah.
Like, it's only a good thing for the DM. And if your DM is like against it, then I'm like, okay, like what's going on, right?
Red
Like,
flag.
yeah.
Bam, did you fill out the player consent form too? Bam.
me?
No, Bam.
No,
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't.
no,
he didn't
I-
fill it out because we
No,
found
Bam
out the
Dolph.
hard way.
Bam Dolphin the
We
thing.
found out the hard way that no one didn't figure it out.
Yeah, Kristen
out.
fucked my shit up for a day.
Well, that's because I
I
mean,
bet you'll fill out the consent form now, won't you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Noah wasn't offered the consent form.
Noah doesn't do paperwork, so
Noah can't
Noah
read.
doesn't read good.
I only do paperwork
Well-
if it makes me money.
so I want to get to number 2 because we just kind of harped on number 1. Like number 1 was just like so. Number 2, auto stunning the rogue. Don't auto do anything to anybody. Like don't auto do it. Like if it's going to be something that could kill the player, roll it out front. Roll it so that they can see it, especially if you're an untrustworthy GM. But just be like, oh, by the way, you're auto stun.
No,
And it's just like
overall, I think even if we don't go through these one by one, the
Yeah.
GM is the asshole.
yeah,
Yes.
Like-
obviously,
No matter
yeah.
what.
Like I
And,
mean,
like-
I know this is RPG or D&D horror stories, not am I the asshole? But
This is an asshole.
the GM's the asshole. Like there's no
Yeah.
fucking world in any table that anybody's ever gonna play at where if you're gonna act like that, it's gonna be fun for anybody, and it makes it
Yeah.
because like my thing is like I know the 6 of us all have our own like fucking quirks and personalities and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah,
but we have
right?
great chemistry though.
Right. But I'm saying like if in our 7th C game for the pod, when we were doing that and then Saturday went to go, do his heroic character death for
Yeah.
whatever the fuck we decide with it later, because we just, killed him and then decided, yeah, we'll come up with something later.
Yeah.
But like if anybody in that game had just changed the way that they play, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're used to it. So like I really think the biggest thing here for me is like if you go multiple years into a campaign and then all of a sudden at the very end you just start finger of deathing people like it's going out of style. What's
Yeah.
the fucking you wasted
Also,
a year and a half of my fucking
Terrible
time.
name for a spell, by the way.
Great name for a spell, by the way. Great name for a spell. Love it.
Like,
As
Sorry.
soon as I discovered it, I was making all kinds of weird, inappropriate jokes.
If you play 3.5, there's a book called what was it? The Book of Erotic Fantasy. There are some magical items you can use in conjunction with the Finger of Death that are very interesting. That's all I'm going to say.
That definitely has some big bard energy.
Is it the
Oh,
time?
yeah,
Never
it's-
mind. I can't say that joke on stream.
No, so you
So,
can't say
like-
that joke on stream.
for instance, like I don't know many
Come
like
here.
I don't know
No.
many like campaigns other than like for instance like the ones that I listen to, a lot of them are long form. I think like the longest one that I've listened to was like 8 years long.
Yeah, I've listened to some stuff like
And,
that too. Yeah.
Like it
good.
it just recently ended like their first campaign, and like they like the DM specifically said that because of the way that they set things up, they didn't want to have character death to be a thing because they knew that their players put their hearts and souls into these characters and that it would feel wrong to kill them off. So like
I would
I
hate that game. I would fucking hate that game.
but like you know what I mean, like it was the tone that they set. That was the
Yeah,
tone.
if that's your group, then
It
yeah.
was like a lot of those people's it was their first introduction to D&D. I think it was all the players' introduction to D&D, and so they were like, let's not do this, and all the characters also agreed. But then like you can have like the Brennan Lee Mulligan like, oh, like you could have a total party death. You guys have to be okay with this because if this happens, it's going to happen. No ifs, ands, or buts. And so like it sounds like because this dude like killed off 2 of the people that hit the hardest
Yeah.
in one fell swoop.
In
And
the
then
first round.
basically
Yeah.
in the first round, not even the first round, the first action,
Yeah.
killed 2 of the
Yeah,
characters off,
pre-initiative.
and then fully disabled the monk's entire ability.
And the cleric. It tried
the
to try to
and
fuck
then
the cleric
stop
up.
the ranger from doing ranger things.
Yeah.
Like to me, that makes me so pissed off that this DM was like, no, I'm gonna fucking kill you guys and just not give a fuck.
So we need to move on. I'm sorry, but you could go. Go ahead.
Oh,
Kristen. Sorry.
It's never, ever, 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 and I will say this till I'm blue in the fucking face. It is never, ever, ever DM versus players. It
No.
can't be DM versus
No.
players. It cannot, because
No.
the DM is the one that essentially holds the power.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. There cannot be a power imbalance in that way. It's never ever going to be me versus you. I know that y'all like to make me, go say what the fuck or bury my face in my hands and shit like that, but that's part of the fun. But
Yeah,
it's
that's
never.
part of it, yeah.
I'm never out to get you.
Yeah, never. Yeah, it's all about cool story. Just make a cool
Yeah.
story. That's all it's about. We gotta move on, but I do want to say this goes back to I think they need to put it in the player's handbook what a decent GM is. And the game masters, the dungeon masters guide needs to have just like basic guidelines that they need to follow.
Yeah.
Maybe the new one has it now, but the old one didn't. But it needs to be in there, and everyone needs to
It's like
knows what the expectation
what
is.
to expect from your GM.
Yeah, just like basic shit, like just like basic. That's all we talked about is basic shit, right? We're not talking about any advanced concepts or anything like that. We're saying
No, like
don't
basic
auto kill your
fucking
players.
decency.
Yeah,
No,
like
if you
Grumpy
want-
said earlier, like even when the old school editions, when there was an auto kill effect, they still got to roll a saving throw to see if it happens or not.
Right.
Like,
If
it's like you
want-
can't do that.
If you want like a good representation other than us chaotic assholes of
Yeah.
what a good DM and player relationship looks like, go listen to
Say that
Like-
fucker in the vest. I swear to God.
what was it? I was
Oh,
gonna
no.
say Brennan.
I will say,
Yeah,
I was gonna
no,
say Brennan.
Brennan.
Yeah,
I
I
Brennan's
was gonna
great.
say Brennan. One, because I haven't watched Dimension 20, but I will
It's
say
great.
I
It's
will say
great.
I listened to Worlds Beyond Number, and Worlds Beyond Number is fan bloody tastic.
Yes,
And
I'm
I
on
also
episode 8 of
really
that right
love-
now.
I also really love Not Another D&D Pod, which has Brian Murphy usually as the DM
Yeah,
that's
majority
true.
of the time. I have been listening to them since like they first came out, and I never would have guessed that Brian was a first-time DM when he started that podcast with his wife and friends. Never would have guessed. And they are absolutely a good definition of following the rules as best as they can,
Yeah,
following the rule of cool, and
Yeah.
honoring specific character things. Like they are fan bloody.
yeah, they're great
tastic.
opportunities. I agree.
I will
agree,
say,
man.
like, it is wonderful world building every single
Yeah.
time. It is a good way to show, like, hey, you can joke around with your DM, but the DM is also going to get fucking serious with you. And it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Like, I don't know how many fucking times they've joked about pancakes and Worlds Beyond
Right.
Number. Like, it is wonderful. So if you want someone that's not us chaotic fucks, go
Yeah.
listen to them.
But
But
Kay, you're also
don't
right.
don't go before we finish this
Yeah.
podcast. Do it
Do it after us.
Like and subscribe, by the way, please.
Please.
Yeah.
But Kay, you're right. Natural ones are the best way to tell a story.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
always
I
been-
love
I love critical failures. You know this.
All
All
right.
right, so
So-
kicking my ex out of a D&D campaign.
Are we doing this one? I'll go.
Okay, here you
All right.
go.
He volunteers as tribute.
A long time ago, I, male 22, started playing a D&D campaign, but due to players changing during the planning of the campaign, it took pretty long until we started. Between the session 0 and first session, that took place around 10 or 11 months after session 0, I broke up with my girlfriend, female 22 and autistic, relevant later, who is a player in the campaign. Grippy stocks. But we ended it on good terms and decided to stay friends. The short story is that we had very different ideas how a relationship would work, which is okay and better than an argument.
You're 22. That's how that
Sure,
works.
Yeah,
you
you're
think that
22,
now.
that's how that works.
Yeah, it's fair. You guys don't know shit.
Yeah.
The first session a month ago went pretty well and everyone had fun. But 2 weeks ago, she had called me and asked me to take a package that was left in the front of her door. Since she was at work and packages often get stolen here, we only live 10 minutes apart. I moved next to her when we were in a relationship. Normally, this isn't that much of a deal. I said, yeah, sure, no problem, and went to grab the package to hide it where she told me to. But while walking to her apartment, all the bad things that happened in our relationship came back to my mind and hit me like a train. I won't go into too much detail, although he's going to. Here's a
Yes.
list of the most memorable things.
Go off, King. Go off, King.
Go off, King.
Down with the matriarchy. She told me a few times that I was dumb, fat, and stupid, sometimes as jokes and sometimes directly. She told me several times she would instantly leave me for anime character X and actor Y. She told me while we were in the relationship that she can't feel love. She told me that we were together after we were together half a year that she is asexual, which in my opinion would have been better if she'd told me beforehand, probably. We both only made sure that she is happy in the relationship. These things and a few more all came back while I was walking in. Now I am not sure if I can play with her as my player without having to think about all this because I couldn't really stop thinking about all this for the last few weeks. Not sure what I should do. On one hand, I want to kick her so that I can enjoy the game better and not have to constantly think about all this stuff. But on the other hand, I'm already an asshole for being pissed at her for the things she didn't do with any bad intention.
Calling
She
you
just
fat is
sometimes
bad
said
intention.
things that were in her mind, and despite her sometimes being a bit of an annoying player, she most of the time is a good and engaging player. And when she leaves, another player who is a good friend of hers will also leave, and he is also a very engaging player who reads all the lore I send them, takes notes, and cleverly combines it all. He is also often encourages the newer players to do some RP. Would I be a bad person to DM if I kicked her?
No.
Because in the past she did a few things that made me feel bad because of her autism. No, run her over with your car.
No.
Okay, so
Okay, hold on.
so
Just
first
because
of all,
someone is autistic does not give them a free pass to be an asshole.
That's what my
Yeah.
wife says to me all the time.
so she's probably not asexual, by the way, bro. You probably just need to learn how to cast Finger of Death correctly. You know what I mean?
Or finger of
Flip
death.
it.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Am I wrong?
Okay. So, I will say, as the neurospicy
Put that
person,
fucking finger of death down when you talk to me, goddammit.
I will say, as the neurospicy person in my
This
relationship,
is a house of God.
Not on my Christian Minecraft server.
as someone who is the neurospicy one in the relationship, and
Yeah.
as someone who is the fucking horny person in the relationship,
Really?
because there's
I
only
hadn't noticed
one.
that. I would have never thought.
I feel called the fuck out right now.
So
Jesus
I
Christ, Grumpy.
like, for instance, Will knows I have a billion celebrity crushes. He knows that I'm always like, oh my
We
god,
know.
I love this person so much.
Yeah, we
But,
know,
like,
Zoe.
but he
Yeah.
all, like, everybody knows. But they all know that I am Will's number
Yeah.
one fan. I
Yeah.
will hype this man up with so much like big dick energy. It is crazy. I legitimately will be like, you got like, I'll be like, hey guys, do you want to see who was voted the most handsome person on the world for People magazine? And they're like, yeah, who is it? And I'll flip it around and it's a picture of Will, and they're like, come on, Zoe. I'm just like, I'm the biggest hype man for my person.
That's how you're supposed to be, though. You're
That's
supposed
how you're
to think
supposed
they're
to be.
amazing. That's how it
Now-
works.
Yeah, that's
No.
why this guy should run his ex over with a car.
No,
No.
she was a bad girlfriend. That's all that was.
She was
Like,
a
I mean,
bad girlfriend. I have friends who are both autistic and ace, and
Yeah.
they have never treated their significant others like this ever.
yeah. I mean, I have you know, I'm neurodivergent. You know what I mean? And I'm like demisexual, right? Like, I'm
Mhm.
like not fully asexual, but sort of like in the middle there, like
Yes.
just sort of, you know, very particular, I guess. But I'm still straight, you know. So like, you know, my dating pool is very small. But I you know, she just didn't like you that much is what this really is.
No, and
Like,
like, the
I hate
fact
to
that
say it,
she says
but
that she can't feel love,
yeah.
like
She
I
Probably
I
can.
Just go to therapy if
Yeah.
that's an
can't,
issue.
like, my brother is on the spectrum, and when he was young, he was put with the label as Asperger's. And he tells me all the time, he says, he tells me at least, he goes, when I have to just try to describe my emotions, I text you how I'm feeling, and then
Yeah.
you tell me, like, you relay that back to me in regular people speak. And I do that for my brother all the time. I don't mind
Yeah.
doing that for him because I know it's harder for him to relay his emotions and his thoughts and his feelings to other people because it is harder for him. He has stated multiple times. He goes, I don't
Yeah,
understand why
they don't have. It's hard to.
he doesn't
Yeah,
understand
this
why
is
it's
simple.
so hard for him and it's easy for me. And I said, it's not easy for me. It's just
Yeah.
that I'm very empathic because of the way we grew up.
I mean, I learned how to intellectualize my emotions, so I
Yes.
didn't have to feel them, and that didn't work out for me. But hey,
Yes.
now I know
But,
how I
like,
feel.
Describe it, and I'm like,
And no one can treat you.
Yeah,
told
no one
you-
can treat me. Maybe the mushrooms can treat me. That's I'll know in December. So there's that.
I've told
See,
him,
I feel love. Like I feel love, but I have to
Yeah.
like know. Like I'm not fully asexual. I'm just Demi because like I can feel love and all that. It's just that it has to be a very, very specific person, and it only happens every once in a while. And for some reason, they're always bipolar and shit. I don't know why, but that's just like how it works for me.
Because you're straight.
Yeah, yeah, I think it is actually. I think like just being a straight guy, like we
Right.
like crazy girls. Like I think
God,
it's just
what
kind
does
of part
that
of it.
say?
Plot
I-
twist is
I'm
we're
also
all-
crazy though. I have worn the grippy socks and the paper underwear before. I am not in a position
Me
to
too.
judge anyone. It's just it is what it is, right? Like
Like
I just
you-
but like I can feel love. I'm not fully asexual or anything. I'm just not that horny of a person. And also I'm just very, very particular.
well, like emotions are also just hard in general, even for
They
people
are.
who aren't
Well-
autistic or ace or whatever label.
And your brain
identify
suppresses them naturally, and like we live in a very stressful ass time where the light bill is off the fucking charts. Like it's really like people are supposed to be stressed out.
Like,
Yeah, I still judge people. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I'm not in a position to, but I
Oh,
still
listen,
judge.
around here,
Like,
we listen
look.
and we judge.
Yeah, like you should see our Facebook group. We judge. We gas each other up like crazy. We are
Yeah.
never the bad guys. If I
No.
ever have like a problem with somebody, I'll tell these guys and they will gas me the fuck up. Like I am always in the right.
I think like
And I'll
what
say
was
something
it?
like, run them over with your car.
Yeah. Well, he'll say something even worse in the chat because it won't
Yes.
get back to the rest of the world. But like we
But, like,
we keep that under wraps. You can get to
So,
it though if you pay the paywall, $100 a month. We'll let you in that chat.
we'll do some screenshots.
I want to address this
Yeah.
comment right here. It's not professional to kick her for personal
It's not a
reasons.
professional game. It's not
So
a professional
number
game.
one, I'm not trying to be argumentative. It's not professional. It's fucking tabletop.
Yeah.
Number two, this guy's, from what I can infer, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. This guy is the GM for this campaign.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's
You
what it sounds
have
like.
to kick her.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are
Like, yeah.
allowed-
I see
You
what you're
have
saying.
to.
you
Okay.
are allowed
Because
to kick
If
people.
you
You have
two are
to.
going to be
Yeah.
like this.
If you don't like her as a person, go like you can't play with
Yeah.
her. Like it's
Well,
just-
it's not
if
even
you're
if you don't
playing,
like her as
it's
a
a
person.
sandbox.
But I'm saying, like, if you guys have any kind of fucking problems whatsoever, that's
It's
gonna
gone.
come out at
Yeah.
the table, and then
and
it's
gonna
not
be
just
awkward.
you and her; it's you, her, and 6 other fucking people.
Yeah,
Like-
you bring it all into them, and it's just
Yeah,
like
and
if
then
they're your
everybody's
friends-
sitting there awkward, going, I roll a nat 20 to make
Yeah.
you shut the fuck up so we can play D&D."
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
so-
like, look, breakups happen, and like, just as a rule, when you break up with somebody, break up with them. Don't
yeah,
go
don't be
halfway.
toxic.
Mhm.
Don't
Don't
be
go
toxic.
halfway. Just go your separate ways, live your separate lives, because you're not compatible with each other. And if you see her, every time you see her, you're gonna look at her and say, "Oh, that's the woman that calls me a fat ass," and it sucks, right? Like you don't want that. Like
Yeah, like
Like,
I
even
didn't add
if-
my ex on Facebook. My wife.
your
added her-
wife did.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's because your wife is a fucking gremlin and she wants to beat her ass. Like that's different.
it's true.
She's just looking for a reason. That's all that shit is. But look, you gotta separate.
her.
Like it's fine. Was that?
So that's why I love her.
Yeah. See, but that's just it. See how like Noah loves his wife? How he talks about his wife? If you can't talk about her and she can't talk about you like that, then it's not love for sure. That's
Bro, you
okay.
fucked up.
We all know if Noah stops loving Blondie,
We'll know.
he's probably going to make sure that he doesn't exist anymore.
Oh yeah, well
Yeah.
he'll just disappear. Like he's got
I
a large ass
heard
plot of
I'm
land
still
out
chunk
there.
the Glock.
I personally
like day
think
one.
that if Noah is no longer with Blondie, then love no longer exists.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because
exactly.
I
bro.
think Noah hypes up Blondie as much as I hype up.
Oh, yeah.
Will.
Probably
Because he
more.
loves her.
Probably you hype Blondie up more than I hype up Will.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
by God, like, do
I
we
mean-
hype our people up?
All of you hype up your people, like, you know. I mean,
That's
like, we
why
all
my
hype
husband
up
is
Coach.
triple his salaries because
Yeah.
I hype him.
I better not catch
Yeah.
one of you fuckers hyping up my goddamn man. How's that? How's that? I'll say it right fucking now. I'm a
He brought
territorial
her. He brought her mac and cheese because he was watching her podcast and brought it in.
True.
That is a keeper.
That
Like
is
that is.
a king.
Y'all get the
Will,
fuck
like-
off my goddamn boyfriend. How's that?
I'm just
Hold
saying
on.
he's great. He's great.
Noah is dating my boyfriend, so that's
Yeah.
kind of awkward. But
Better than Kristen, I will add.
Will usually silently come in and like come around the side and then
Pause.
just quietly hand it to me. He'll just like do that and then he'll be like, bye, and then walk away.
I get a
He's
All
text
very
from mine if I'm too
respectful.
quiet and saying you okay.
Yeah,
but he knows that we're
Would
going to call
be,
him if there's an issue, right?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But the thing is, he watches her podcast because he worries about her. That's what like a real spouse does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like if you don't get that, like she's not going to do that for you, and that's okay.
Even
But
take
she's
this
just
out
not
of a
the one
relationship.
for you.
Take this out of a relationship standpoint, right? Like
Yeah.
if let's say who's the worst fucking example I can use for this? Jen. Let's say Jen and I have a huge problem with each other tomorrow,
That will never happen.
right?
Look,
Do you think
I
that
know he can
both
make it
of-
in the Air Force, and that's okay. Bless him.
Yeah. Speaking of which, this is
Oh,
not
shit.
politics, but it is politics adjacent, and Jen is the only one that's going to appreciate it. But did you hear what JD Vance said today to the Marine Corps?
No, I did not.
He said one of the sole reasons for him wanting to be the vice president is so that the commandant of the Marine Corps had to salute a full-fledged member of the E4 Mafia. I cried. I fucking cried.
Do you
And that's
really?
really that.
Do you
But-
really want your vice president to be an E4 though?
Yes.
I would rather him be an E4 than an O4.
That Jen and I know. But anyway, back to what I was saying. If Jen and I had a problem with one another, do you think that one, if not both of us, would be here every fucking week
No.
making y'all
No.
miserable?
Well, we would
and
know.
fucking- like,
We would
yeah,
know immediately. Yeah.
but I'm saying
Yeah.
like that would not be a thing. Like
Yeah.
we wouldn't subject you guys to that. We wouldn't subject ourselves to that.
It's weird. Like don't do
Kristen and
that.
I would. We'd have a very public blowout.
Yes, we
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
That would be
Yes,
funny,
we would.
by the way.
We would stay out
And
of
we
spite.
pay extra for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We would see who could like.
I mean,
who's
they
in
are
first,
kind of
who's
in
in
a,
first.
they are kind of in a conflict right now over coach, but you know it's
There's
it's
no
friendly
conflict.
competition. It's
There's
friendly
no fucking
competition.
conflict. What the fuck are you talking about?
See,
So,
This is-
I
What?
have
Never mind. I
something
can't say that. We're
similar.
live.
I have a similar situation with my oldest son who
I can say it in the
GM.
group chat though.
Ding. you
Hey,
Wall.
Jesus Christ.
So my
Kristen, you know I
oldest
love you.
son-
What the fuck, Noah?
God, I gotta see this.
Fucking hate you.
I love it.
So my oldest son who does he's the only one of my guys that does D&D, but he GMs, and he had an issue where he and his red flag girlfriend broke up.
Go off, King.
And he was like, well, she's still in the campaign. I said,
No.
no.
No, she's not.
I was like, no. I said, when you break up, you need to break that completely. I said, don't. I said, don't. I said, she's a red flag. And I was telling you for months she's been a red flag. And you didn't listen to me until we had her on speakerphone. And I would mute it and tell you, this is a red flag. And you listened. It took like almost
Jed,
reading
Yeah,
him over
I-
the information. But
So, like, when I was a teenager, I also didn't listen to my mom about women, right? Like, teenage boys and young boys. 23 is still, you're still in the stupid range,
Yeah,
okay?
he's still an idiot.
I now know that when my mom says, stay away from this bitch, I stay away from that bitch because she knows. Like, women just know. Like, it's just like,
No, our
Like-
moms didn't
like-
know because our moms told us to stay away from drugs, alcohol,
all
cigarettes,
those things are
anything
fun.
horrible. But they never told us about tattooed blondes with big asses and nose rings. Okay, it's not.
yeah, the septum gets you. The septum ring gets you.
Septum
Yeah.
fucking gets you.
That's a
dude. I swear
sign.
to God.
But yeah,
Oh, Jen, to
my
your-
mom did. My mom, she could just read people like a book. Like she's just like, no. Like when she says like, this is not the one, I'm like, okay, then I need to figure out why that is, and I usually figure out why that is. So, but like, it's just like dudes are really dumb when it comes to women. You know what I mean? Like we're at least in like our 20s, and our teens in our 20s, like we're just like we're dumb. We make bad decisions.
Not me
Like,
though.
oh yeah, oh really? Oh really? You want to go down that path? No.
Listen, I just traded crazy for next level crazy.
Yeah, but she's crazy in a good way. She's crazy at you.
Yeah,
I can't say-
it's the whole grippy socks, grippy.
Once again, put that in the chat. Let's move on
can't
to the
say-
next one.
I
Like
can't
long story short, kick her ass out. This was 21 days ago, by the way, so this is still pretty fresh.
so I think
Yeah.
honestly, he should be able to have a conversation with this person and give her a chance to either one, leave the table by choice,
Yeah,
and maybe they can come up with a quick, hey, this is your last session. Let's plan your character's exit one way or the other. Or just do the immature thing and just ghost her, which I do not recommend.
Yeah.
But
It
either
depends
way,
on we're playing an in-person game.
Nah. Ghost that bitch.
no,
um,
no, because her friend is also involved in it, and I don't just make
it's
it
just
weird.
and her friend's gonna leave the table most likely. I mean, when you
Oh,
get
well.
divorced, there's some friends that stay with one or the other.
Yeah,
So
That's part of it,
essentially, it's
yeah.
gonna be that.
that's
But-
fine. That's the risk you take. You know.
Yes, that is a risk.
Yep.
I love my
Don't be
husband.
afraid to be a jerk. There you go.
Some of us are afraid to be a jerk, and then
Yeah.
some of us
I'm
have
Not
run
me.
with us.
No, I am okay saying what I need to say.
I stirred the shit pot over the weekend at an event.
Ooh.
Oh,
I did. I
oh,
started
spill the
to-
tea. Spill the tea.
So I said something. So we were all joking around about something, and apparently I said something one too many times, and somebody got butthurt about it and walked off. And I'm like, okay, that just totally kills the vibe of this 4-day weekend. And so I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and leave. So I left early, and then I had my husband pick up my stuff yesterday morning. And
You call her ugly like what Kristen does with her coworkers?
um,
You mean you call your coworkers ugly? Well, you didn't say she was ugly. You just said that. Or was it like you're like an Iowa?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I
yeah.
might be a Texas 6, but I'm definitely an Iowa 10.
But yeah, it was awkward, and now it's to the point where okay, with the friend group that we have, it's I'm okay stepping away from the group because I've been slowly doing that. So if this makes it more uncomfortable for me to be in the group, then I'm okay with that. And my mom is in this group, but if I leave the group, she's not going to leave the group, which is fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But if she leaves the group, I will leave the group, and
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah.
But these are her people.
Must be
Yeah.
so nice to have
Yeah.
a mother that loves you.
Hmm.
I said it must be nice to have a mother that loves you.
Yeah, what's that like? I don't understand.
I don't know Kristen's mom. I hate Kristen's mom. I fucking hate her.
That's a lot.
I hate Kristen because she went to go visit her mom and didn't hang out with me.
I did. I have to go visit my mom. Actually, I woke myself up with nightmares, throwing up, and I clawed the shit out of my neck. Like I was bleeding.
Oof.
It was great.
When's the next time you're gonna go visit your
Yeah.
mom?
Never.
Yeah, that's good. Don't do that anymore.
One of the
I
best.
can't
Alright,
say
let's get-
shit. Mine's
let's get-
dead. So
Yeah.
Well, we've got 8 minutes. Do we want to save this one for next?
We have a short one that we can do.
Okay, I'll do it.
We have a short one.
okay.
It's
okay.
am I the asshole for not wanting to be forced a different class? though?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Here we go. Party searches for sword. Only weapon that can slay the BBEG. Find sword and pick it up. Sword attunes automatically and can't be unattuned. DM says it gives 1d6 bonus damage, and next level up has to be Warlock. I'm a level 3 barbarian, low charisma. Told DM I don't want sword. DM says we need sword as it's the only weapon that can damage the boss. I am the only person that can use it. Told DM I don't want it and get rid of it. He said I can't. Argument happens. I told DM I'd rather leave game than be made to take levels I don't want. If I wanted to play a warlock, I would be a warlock. I can't use spells when raging, and charisma is too low for them to be useful. I
Yeah,
lose
that's
ASI or
horrible
feat
build.
on next level up when all other players get one. Am I the asshole for not wanting this?
No.
You want to know what
No.
I originally thought of when I first read this and I was like gathering it up for you guys? I was like, this guy wrote this like a barbarian.
Yeah. Bah, 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 bah.
And then
Sword,
talking about
I
being,
pick up.
can't use spells and
I
rage.
pick sword.
I
hit
know
sword.
word.
Find sword and pick
I don't
up.
like spell. I know warlock. I barbarian.
I barbarian. I like hit stuff.
No charisma.
Me
Okay.
smashing.
So I highly doubt that there is nobody else in this group that can't use a fucking sword.
Yeah.
That is very true.
I mean, like, it sounds like the DM made a cool sword that he thinks is cool, and it's not. And like,
It's a cool sword because it allows you to become a warlock.
Hot take.
well,
I have a hot take. It's a conditional hot take, but hot take nonetheless. If you have a GM like I don't know, one of the 3 GMs here on this podcast, maybe you take
or
the
Zoe
sword.
GMs too.
I forget Zoe GMs
Yeah.
because we only talk about the 3 of us. Okay, so the 4 of us GMs, right? Who is a GM that
Matt's
you can
working on something.
who that you can
Yeah.
trust
Yep.
and has never given you a reason in the past to doubt some
Yeah.
shit. Maybe you shut the fuck up and take the sword.
Listen, if my person wants to take the sword, I will reframe it as something else and something
I
you'll
would
take.
never if the player doesn't is willing to leave the table to not take a sword, I would change it.
That's
But also, like, I don't believe in like limiting the players that much. Like, I feel like it should. Well, like, if it's going to limit them like that, I would warn them in advance. I wouldn't like have it attuned to them and then be
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you can only take warlock next level."
That's what I was going to suggest. Like, okay, like have it be where like it's like a temporary thing unless you
Yeah.
attune to it and then you permanently become.
Hold on.
Because if this is like the one sword to kill them
Yeah.
all kind of a situation, then obviously you can't get rid of the sword.
Yeah.
But if any old person, including warlocks,
Yeah.
can use swords, then why can't anybody else pick up the
Well,
sword?
my question is, why are you putting something in your game that nobody has levels to use?
yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Okay.
Okay, play it.
So we all know, especially with me, I like to do a little bit of the cinema aspect to games.
I was gonna
right?
say Chaos Gremlin.
Yeah, Chaos Gremlin. Like I like to do some shit that at least I think you're not gonna fucking expect and is gonna be fucking cool. But like, if it's my game and Joe the Barbarian over here is,
I would never play a
I
barbarian.
don't know. But I know, Joe, but for this instance, you are, right? If Joe is level 3 barbarian, okay, and he comes across a fucking sword, I might railroad Joe into picking that sword up for the very specific reason of I know how Joe's going to play a fucking character. This fucking level in Warlock that I'm going to make him take is going to be irrelevant to anything. I will find a way to unfuck the situation in his favor later to make up for it. but I also know that if you give Joe just the tiniest fucking inch, he's gonna run 30 fucking miles with it, and it's gonna be fucking great, right?
Good luck trying to get that sword away from him.
Good luck trying to get that warlock only sword out of that fucking barbarian's hands. And maybe that is the whole fucking reason in the first place that the barbarian auto attunes to the fucking sword.
Okay, so like
maybe there is some story involved.
I don't see that with this DM. I get where you're coming from,
but also
I get
like,
the devil's advocate, but I don't see that in this situation. Because
like,
there is no conversation. There's obviously they don't have the same chemistry, right? Like this guy was willing to leave the table, and he told the DM as such.
No.
So
like this is the one thing about Am I the Assholes that I fucking hate is that we don't have both sides.
We don't have both sides, yeah.
Right?
And sometimes
Because,
it's obvious, right?
Sometimes it's
the first
obvious,
one
right?
was
Like,
obvious.
Run your ex over with your car. Obviously, you should do that every time, right? That we do that 100%.
Run your ex over with someone else's car.
Run my ex over with your car.
Yeah.
Make sure
don't use the blue Tesla.
Make sure
don't
it's
use
not
the blue
a Tesla.
Yeah,
but like. So like I know for a fact, like if my character at Kristen's table finds himself being keyholed into something, there's a very fucking specific reason, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I
like
trust.
Kristen will always tell you, like she'll like message you and be like, "Hey, I got some hood rat shit going here.
Right?
Are you in?" Like she'll ask
like,
you if you're in first.
But
like,
also,
you commit.
Like except for the one fucking instance where the three of us planned for a month a story beat because it required all three of us to be on the same page.
Was really hard because Zoe was like actively
because Zoe could not just fucking let me die, god damn it, like I wanted to.
Exactly.
I mean, if I was clued in.
Hey, I'm trying to, deal with my fucking dead
we
dad.
would have not
okay?
gotten that
you
reaction.
Wouldn't let me die. No, I'm just playing.
We would have not gotten that.
We're gonna pull dead parents into it. I got one up on you there, dude.
But no, like the whole.
Like I would never. Like if Kristen goes, "Hey, here's a fucking axe. You have to pick it up, and you have to take a level in Paladin." Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like with you guys, I wouldn't
specifically using these examples.
I mean, because you would be a bard, so being like going paladin wouldn't be as bad though, because you're still
right.
The build.
But I'm saying, like, I would go, okay, I'm not gonna. Even if I raised a stink about it, and Kristen was like, "Trust me, I got this. You're gonna be fine." My response is not gonna be, "Okay, I need to know the next 6 months of your sessions planned out, laid out." And see your exact fucking plan and turn by turn map quest directions. That's for the old folks, guys. Don't worry, you won't get it if you're Gen Z or younger.
I know what map quest is.
But like,
you printed out your Google Maps, and then you had to follow that.
I'm not gonna say give me the fucking directions for the campaign because it's not my fucking job, right? Kristen's trying to tell a fucking story. I'm part of the fucking story. I'm gonna tell a fucking story, and now I have new toys.
I mean, like, it's a trust thing. It's a trust thing. This guy doesn't trust his DM, so that's the obvious thing. He doesn't trust them, and like, you don't have to be fully trusting of them. Maybe it's just like a game at a game store, right? Like, it's not like friends getting together and playing. That's a little different.
Yeah, I mean, I just
like we don't know what the DM side of the story is for sure, though. You're right, but
like, I mean, because my thing is, no, you're not the asshole for wanting to be forced into a different class, but also at the same time, play along with it, see where it goes. It's fucking tabletop. You guys can always adjust later.
Yeah, 5e players love their builds, though. 5e players love their fucking builds.
And I mean, I get that, but
they plan out their entire character up to level 20, even though you never hit level 20.
But here's the thing, guys. If I said, "Hey, I'm going to make you take this," I know you well enough that I'm not going to force you to take levels and shit. First off, But if I said, "Hey, I need you to do this thing for me," I have worked so fucking hard to create trust and trust you guys, and I know that you trust me. That way, we can do this together. Because I can guarantee, if I said I need you to take this, not a single one of you would be like, "Fuck you, I'm quitting your table."
Yeah.
Right.
I think it would be really cool. Like, I had a thought of like how this could be incorporated if it had to be like, okay, like I need this to be used, and like I didn't talk with my player because I forgot XYZ. I think it would be cool is that if this was like a cursed item, and then
I
you
love
pick it
cursed
up,
items.
you pick
Yeah.
like you can't help cursed items, but it cannot go away because of a simple remove curse spell, because you need this sword to defeat this
Yeah.
person, right? So the curse, it make it almost like a sword in the stone kind of deal. Only have the curse go away if you kill the person with it,
Yeah.
like with this
Yeah.
sword, with it, like, and it doesn't have to be you or the final blow. You are
Yeah,
within
you
the
just have to
vicinity of this
draw the blood.
person's
and
death.
dying. Yeah.
You are within 100 feet of this person's death, and that's how you get this sword. And then afterwards, like you get like a nice little boon for using the sword or whatever.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
now, like instead of it being like, oh, it gives you a warlock ad, like have it be like, oh, you have like a +2 like magic sword. There you
Right.
go. Boom.
But if
feel
you
like-
want to see me become an absolute fucking menace and an absolute fucking problem, tell me to do something.
Yeah,
Force me to
that's
do
true.
something, and
Yeah.
I will become a fucking problem. And
See, like-
I will take the sword, but I will be a fucking issue with it. It'll stay in my box. Be like, I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. I'll drop it places. Fuck you. Like, no. Like, I will become a fucking menace at that point.
It's
Don't
like
force
my-
me to do
my
that.
thing is I-
table at the
I'm
sword.
specifically taking this opportunity to say it this way because I know we talk a lot about player benefit,
Yeah.
player safety, player trust.
But you do have to give something to the GM.
Yeah.
Right.
There's like they're also a player in the
and,
game.
and that's my thing is like especially if you've never ran a game, you don't really know what goes into it. And I'm not trying to
Yeah.
get on this fucking holier than thou hill. I promise I'm not. But like sometimes as a GM, you're the one fucking crafting the world, right? Sometimes most of the time you see things the players don't fucking see. They always see the shit you don't fucking see, right?
Right?
And you have to call an audible
It
on the
was
spot.
it was on the way.
It was on the way. Fuck you guys.
It was on the way, right? But
Hey,
what
I
I'm
just
saying
looked
is-
at the map. I'm just saying, I just looked at the map. It's literally directly on the way. I'm sorry.
My
It
bad.
was
But I
straight
think
line.
like if
It's not
if
fun,
we
though.
are gonna say that players should universally basically demand good GMing from their
They have to
GM.
be a good player. They have to be a really
I
good
think
player.
you have to be a good player, and I think you have to be able to trust your GM to where if they are specifically railroading you for what we're going to call a story beat. This is not the ex-girlfriend situation, the
Yeah.
lich fighter.
Yeah.
This really sounds like I want the barbarian to have this sword.
Yeah. Yeah.
It automatically attunes to him and nobody else. He can't fucking not have it. He's touched it. It's with him forever. But he has to take a fucking level in Warlock, right?
Which
Yeah.
means he gets
Maybe-
patron.
Maybe the GM sees something in you as a player that you can be the one that fucking does this
Well-
and nobody else can. And maybe if you just give your GM the slightest fucking bit of credit and trust, you will
Yeah.
see some fucking
Yeah.
fun shit happen.
I mean, it sounds like it might be a Hexblade sort of situation going on there,
Yes.
like 5e wise, but like,
And Netro,
Yeah,
I
wasn't
am an
it-
idiot.
yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to let you know.
yeah, and like I kind of feel like maybe,
But I would do this 100%.
Um,
But I say that I'm sorry, Joe. I say that I would be a menace.
Oh.
But if Noah said, "Hey, I need you to take this," he would have talked to me prior to. Hey, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do some fuck shit. Just go along with it instead of here's
Yeah.
some fuck shit.
Right, but I'm also not going to map out everything for
yeah,
you.
yeah, I'm not going to
Yeah,
tell
you're
you the
not gonna
story.
do that
Yeah,
either.
yeah,
I'm gonna need you to just roll with this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Right.
it comes down to communication and trust.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I
Communication
apologize.
and mutual trust.
You're good. No, you're good. Yeah, I think I don't know. You are right. I think you did bring up really good points there, Noah. But I mean, obviously the player wasn't okay with it, and it is the player's character. I think in
Yes.
the end, it's like as a GM, like me as a GM, even if I had like a really cool thing planned, if they didn't want to do it and they're like, no, I would just do something else.
Right. And like I'm not saying I would take the stand of you're gonna take the fucking sword or you're not gonna play.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but what I am saying is like I really think this one's
Just
kind of
trust me.
this specific situation is a push in my book, right? Like you're not the asshole, but you are, because number one, I don't have all the information. I don't have the GM side. I don't know what the GM was planning on
They
doing.
don't have the
You're not
the
the
information.
asshole, but you're probably an asshole.
Right. But like at the same time, like, okay, the GM is also kind of an asshole, right? Because it doesn't stay that this was talked about beforehand, which, like I said, if it was one of us, a conversation at bare minimum would be like, I'm about to do some fuck shit, roll with it. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. Now, with us, that's all the conversation that needs to happen is I'm about to do some fuck shit, roll with it. Right?
Yeah.
Chris and I have had this conversation 1,000 fucking times. Right? I'm gonna do something, need you to roll with it.
Yeah.
But like I want to use this specifically to say, like, be a good player so your GM can be a great GM, right? Because if you can't be a good player, you're gonna get a shitty GM. And then I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
No, I mean, like that is true. You kind of get what you give in that situation. Yeah, there probably is other stuff going on. I mean, like it could be that either like this might have been the last straw because the DM was just not that great. You know, we don't know because once again, it's Barbarian who wrote it. So
DM could have finger a death to Paladin.
Yeah,
you know, you never
like,
fucking know.
The Barbarian is just like, I like rock. Rock is sharp. I throw rock. And like, we don't really know with this one, but
yeah, I would love to see an update on this to see.
Yeah.
You know,
Or the DM could have been trying to get the Paladin, the Barbarian, out of his comfort zone. Like he could have been trying to extend his range as a player.
Yeah, and just like you said too, just because you have the lock stuff doesn't mean you have to use it.
Right. I mean, it could also be that the DM is just like a story GM, and this guy is a role player, like rolling dice playing, and it just like they just kind of came to a head, and he's just like, "This is gonna be a cool story," and this dude is like, "I have a build, I want to deal max damage," and you know that happens.
Right.
And see, like, Joe, to your point, right? Like, I know me as a GM. I know Kristen as a GM. I don't know you as a GM, but I think I have a pretty good lock on you. Like, I think your way of GMing is different than me and Kristen's.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To where Kristen and I are more story focused, right? Like we're here for the plot. You're here to fuck shit up. I love that.
I love the plot. I love the plot. Yeah, I mean, like I do a lot of story writing, but like I mean, like I react to the players. I want to see what the players do, and I'm going to be the world regardless. I will be the physics engine, if you will.
Right. So like,
we do a nice balance as well between, you know, your players getting their asses kicked or their players getting some really cool shit. Like you got your glitter boy.
Yeah.
And
like it's like they have cool shit, but also sometimes they have to run away. Like it's just like I put the fear of God in them so that they know that they could die. So that when they do kill the big bad guy, it feels really fucking good because they took a risk and it worked. So
I mean, it's just this situation is like I said, to me, it's a push. I don't know. I don't really think either one of you is the asshole. I mean, unless you're really making that big of a fucking deal with it. In that case, whoever's making the bigger deal is kind of the asshole in that situation. It's fucking tabletop. Shut up, roll dice.
The level of warlock is the only issue, right? Like you know, because if you were just a 2 to it, you could just never use a sword until you needed to fight the big bad.
Right, but like, and once again, what I'm trying to say is like, just. Like this is where I'm really harping on the let the GM, right? Because to what Kristen said, maybe he's trying to push you out of your comfort zone a little bit because he sees something, right?
Yeah.
Just take the level of warlock. Okay, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You guys can always fix it in post, right? We do shit in post all the fucking time.
A lot of games don't though. You gotta remember, like a lot of tables are just not like ours.
Right, but I'm
So-
saying like
And they're missing out.
you
Yeah.
can take the level, see what happens. If it doesn't work, address it later off table between just the two of you. Come up with a solution, fix it.
Yeah.
wanna
I mean,
know-
That being said,
that's side out.
I'm
We're a little
13
over.
minutes late.
You
Yeah.
want to know who is an unproblematic GM, cares about both combat and plot, and is one of the greatest DMs that has ever blessed this earth?
Oh,
Oh.
Natalie.
Yeah. Because she hasn't ran a game yet.
No,
That's
I'm
what
problematic.
I get. So
For
she's
now.
made 0 mistakes. She's a DM with a perfect record.
true.
True. It's true.
That's
I fuck with
suspicious.
them all the time.
Good
That's
time,
why
I'll
she-
fuck it all up.
That's why she's not running a game for us.
Although, Natalie,
Right.
you will have to tell us the first time that your players make you go, fuck.
Yeah.
Or the alternative, man, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't take this the wrong way. I hope it's session 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fine.
It'll
Yeah.
make you a better GM, I promise you.
It
Yeah.
will.
Yeah. Well.
All right.
Yeah.
Boys and girls,
find out.
ladies and gentlemen of all ages, you have been live in a living color from the bowels of the Nerds basement on the Degenerates with Dice Monday Night RPG podcast. You've had Joe, you've had Zoe, you've had Nat, you've had Kristen, you've had Jen, and the internet's favorite dipshit, me. We'll be back live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time or a few minutes after, depending on when Noah and Joe realize to go ahead and hit the fucking go live button. But that's because we got the neurospice. Anyway, I got a bounce.
Tylenol.
I got a big titty blonde to watch wrestling with. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.